So we have studied radioactive radon gas exposure as a function of different community types across Canada. And what we have found is that radon exposure in Canada is not the same, depending on what community type you live in. Rather, it is disproportionately higher in the more rural communities. What we have found is that it is the presence of groundwater wells, but not the water from those wells, that is contributing to the higher radon problem in our Canadian rural communities. What specifically is happening is that the air around the groundwater well itself is acting as a sort of superhighway, allowing deep underground radon to reach the surface much more quickly than it otherwise would, and the houses in rural communities have that much more radon to draw inside. Radon is considered the second leading cause of all lung cancers in Canada and indeed globally. It is radioactive and it emits a type of radiation known as alpha radiation. Far too few Canadians know about this in the same way that they understand about other sources of cancer, such as tobacco or asbestos even.
When I discussed it with one of my friends who happens to be a radon mitigator, Radon West, he said, well, it could be a problem, and this was after my home was built and occupied. And my children sleep in the basement. So I decided to test my home, and no surprise, my radon levels were dangerous. I had about 400 becquerels, which was too high for comfort. So we decided to mitigate it, and the cost about that was about $2,500, and we did it on a Sunday, so it was done in one day. We tested it afterwards, and the radon levels dropped to about 20, 30 becquerels, and sometimes even lower than that. I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that radon is a potential risk, a high lung cancer risk, and not do something about it. While I consider $2,500 a very affordable fix for a potential health problem like that.